Okay guys, got a radio in from a customer. He's a local customer, and I apologize. Very new, very new at this camera business, so please bear with me. But anyway, it's Cobra 2000. Just doing kind of the initial check out here. All the switches are intact and look good. They all seem to function pretty well. They're all good and free, work good. Somebody has added channels, it would appear. The tone is still free, so maybe it's still the tone. Looks like all the LEDs there are good. As you can see, we got meter issues. In fact, I will probably put 2 new meters in this radio when I get it on the bench. This is just my initial checkout part. But let's turn it on and see if anything lights up. Oh yeah. Okay, channel selector. Let's look at it here, or channel indicator rather. Looks like all of our segments are lighting up correctly. And let's go to sideband and see if the light changes. Yep. Okay, good there. The case is all in good shape, looks like. Dusty, but hey, I've not seen a CB radio that's not dusty except for brand new. Alright, we're back. Got the top and bottom off of it. Everything on the bottom, get my finger out from front of the lens. Like I told you, I'm new at this camera stuff. I fix radios for a living. I'm not a movie producer. Okay, keep all your remarks to yourself, folks. Anyway, everything on the bottom actually looks pretty decent, really. Don't see any major boo-boos down here. Everything looks pretty good. As we talked about a little bit ago, it does have a channel kit, version of a Expo kit in it for channels. See if I can turn this thing upside, well actually right side up, one-handed here. Get this little guy walked across here. Oh, one thing I did want to say while I had it turned up the other way. Right here, these wires coming from here up along here, they go to the channel kit. They're okay the way they are. It's just not a neat, clean installation. I will remove these and I'll use some new wire, and I'll go through here and bring these in from the top side of the board and solder them in here the way that they should be. In other words, the way the crystal was installed from the factory. They'll come in from the top. Somebody else has added something here. I'll have to look into it, see what that is. Don't know, hadn't got that far yet. But anyway, this will be cleaned up. It'll be installed correctly, and no problems there. And like I said, it's not a major boo-boo the way it is. It's just, it's not neat and clean the way that I would like it. All right, let's have a look-see on the top side here. See what we've got. I keep having to re-grip my camera, so that's why my finger keeps getting in front of the lens. It would appear that we have some type of noise toy in here, held in place with a zip tie, and looks like it has rubber bands around it holding the case closed. Okay, well, that works, I guess. Oh, looky here what we found. How wonderful. Look, we have wire nuts. I'm assuming for, yep, for the meter lights. You got one here. You got one over here. You got one back down here. One here. One there. Don't understand, people. I just don't. Of course, I guess everybody has their way of doing things, and that's just not mine. But anyway, this one is going to get a complete recap. It's going to get a complete alignment, PLL section, transmit section, receive section, sideband, the whole works. It will also, like I said, get a recap. All these capacitors are going to be changed, new ones put in. There is a slight little problem with the freak counter, I think. That will be addressed. Oh, I didn't even see this. Look here. We have some more of that high-grade electrical tape that has come loose and slid down completely off of the exposed wire. So that's good. That'll work. I know, guys. I should just take it with a grain of salt and go. But I don't know. It continues to bother me what I find in these things. But this is for a gentleman here in Arkansas, and he lives, oh, I don't know, he lives a couple of towns over from me, I think. His first name is Tim, and like I said, he's a local customer. Bought this radio locally, wanted me to go through it, do some updates on it. And I don't know if this camera will show it or not. It's not the best camera. Let me turn on my other overhead light. Maybe that'll help. I was going to try to get to where I could show you guys something, but now that I'm looking, I don't even see an example of it to be able to show you. Okay. Let me see if I can get zoomed in. Figure out how to zoom this thing. And I don't know if it'll focus. Okay. You can see, if I'm a pointer, not real good at this, guys, so bear with me. You can see on this capacitor right here, this brown crusty nastiness. Also on this little choke, it's covered in it. That's what people refer to as brown glue. That stuff was put in place to hold components, whoops, wrong way, hold components still to keep them from being able to wiggle back and forth and break the solder connection or break the leg on the component. And it worked. It worked for that. It did its job. But the problem is, over time, this stuff becomes very corrosive and it becomes conductive. So it will actually conduct a small amount of electrical current. And in these radios, a small amount of electrical current where it doesn't need to be can cause all sorts of major issues. That will all be removed. It actually eats the legs, dissolves the legs on components. The main PLL chip, this one has an 8719 chip in it right here. They usually get a little glob of it right here on this corner. And I've replaced several of those chips that have the legs eaten completely off of them because of that glue. But I saw something else I want to address. Bear with me, my voice is trying to go. Here, anytime you open a radio and see this pot right here, the vinyls are here. This is the one that is usually adjusted when you peak and tune to get more or less watts. This one over here is a no-no, and this one has been adjusted to death. The wax is all got a big hole in the wax, so this thing's probably all out of sorts. If it even talks, it probably doesn't sound good at all. But anyway, that'll all be addressed, and I will make more videos on this one as we go, get them posted, and we'll be back when we got an update on this one, and we'll see how it turns out. Mr. Tim, I'll go ahead and say Tim, I won't call you last name, but anyway, Mr. Tim, this is your radio. I told you I would make some videos of it as we go along, or would try to. This is the first one that I've made, and there will be more to come, so I'll get them to you as soon as I can. Thank you, folks. Have a great one. Be the Red Eagle. Way out of here. You and out of the box. That's no big deal. Alright, let me get the covers off of it and I'll be back.